live.
We're live.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, dan moet je wel aanzetten, die knop. Ja.
Ah. Lekker zeg. Ah, cool.
Done.
Here we are.
Here we are once again.
Once again.
It's like I'm always sitting across from you.
This is nice conversations.
Yeah, right. All right. So, let's talk.
Yeah, what are we talking about today, Nick?
It's
Tell me, please.
It's for break your habits, right? So we're talking about mindset and food and the combination of it.
All right.
So the good things, the bad things, how to change things up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make it. Trying to keep it short today, all right?
Yeah. Breaking habits here. Awesome.
Sometimes we're making it an hour and more. So let's see if we can do a little bit shorter right now.
What are we aiming for? 30 minutes?
Maybe even less.
Okay.
Yeah.
5 minutes. All right, we're done.
Yeah. Done. Let's go. So let's get right into it. So we all know that we crave something in life, right? We all have our cravings, good or bad, whatever it is.
Yep.
And for a lot of people, that's stuff like sugar, right? And when we talk about sugar, most of us, it's from a child. We all know the saying, right? If you fall down, you get a candy, right? Oh, you're hurting. Here you go.
Here's a candy.
Right?
All right.
Yeah.
Life is much
You're
better.
hurting. Candy. Yeah. All right. So that really gets into our mind. So if we take it into later in life, we're going to keep repeating that cycle. Yep. So once we're going to feel a little bit less good, we're going to get into the same trick. We're going to make ourselves feel good with probably some sugar. Yeah. So it's
sugary food.
Most of the time. It could be something. It can also be fatty, but let's talk about sugar now.
Yeah, most often sugar.
Yeah.
That's and then not like apples and pears and melons, but more like candy and chocolate.
Yeah. I wish it was apples.
Yeah.
Would be
Apples.
slightly better. But for most of it, it's candy. It's chocolate, cookies. Oh, cookies.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It's good. But it's a habit, right?
Yeah.
We're feeling less good, so we think, oh, I earned this cookie today because I feel so fucking horrible. I earned this chocolate today because I don't feel good.
Yeah. It's either a treat or comfort.
Yeah. But
right?
it's not like you're gonna feel better after that chocolate or that cookie. It's nothing like it. It's just we got used to something, and that's what gives us comfort. It's not the food. It's not the chocolate at the moment, because that's so short.
Yeah,
that's super short.
Yeah,
right. That's not gonna give you any good feelings. Even during, if you eat something that's not good for you. A lot of people during, like if you have, if you eat like a chocolate bar, because lots of people don't do one little bit.
Never a piece. It starts with a piece, and maybe in your mind you say, let's go for one piece, but then the piece turns out to be the entire bar.
But if you can, more power to you, right? That's awesome.
Yeah, you're mentally strong, stronger than I am.
Yeah, for me too. If I eat something, I eat a lot of it, right? So for me, it's hard to stick to that. But let's say, I think that's what you say for most people, where we go for more. So, but most of the time when we're halfway into that bar, we're already thinking, oh my God.
There's no stopping now.
Oh, I feel bad. Why did I do this? All right, let's eat the rest. Fuck it.
Yeah, and then you eat more.
Yeah.
To hope. You started eating the bar in hopes to feel better. And then you're halfway and you feel shitty. And then you think, all right, let's end it. And then you're still not.
And it's almost, and we still do it every time. Yeah. And that's one of the things we need to stop. Don't even start at those things that you know are bad for you. Because once you start it, it's never going to feel good. It's also never good to reward yourself with it, right? Or because I did lots of different diets and things for either my sport or just to try it out, because if I wanna. If people ask me about something, I need to know the response. Yeah. So from ketogenic diets to
most recent was your carnivore
diet.
Just eating meat all day. Yeah.
Eat meat the entire time.
Yeah, it's the total opposite of veganism and just vegetarian.
Yeah, which was awesome. I felt really good. Yep. But I missed something. Yeah. And because I'm also a real sweet tooth. Everyone knows it here. I'm a sweet tooth. If you see my morning habits, it's
all over the place.
It's when I have my brinta, it's with like sweet stuff in it. It's not that much sugar, but it's really it is sweet for it smells really intense, like cookies. Come on. But that was not the thing I craved when I was in that time. No. The thing I craved was an apple.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's
Just, but that is like back to basic.
yeah.
The most like normal, satisfying
That
thing.
that was satisfying because
Right.
that's what I would love a juicy apple, just a crisp, and not the chocolate. I don't give because once you're in the mindset of going past just pure sugar, right? That's where your body is addicted to.
Yeah.
For most of us, I think about 95 to 99% of us are addicted to sugar.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
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 And it's more addictive than cocaine, I think. Cocaine.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, probably it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never tried cocaine though.
no.
I tried sugar.
You tried
sugar
sugar.
is a good.
Yes, good high. So, but after a while, after if you do something for a while, you don't even crave it anymore. It just takes a little bit of rehab.
Yeah. Well, that's
Staying away from it,
Yeah.
and then you don't miss it. You're not like, all right, I want to keep on. No, give me more. No, you're gonna probably crave different things. It was for me the same thing. I craved different things. I craved the apples, and since then I've been eating apples every day. Because
wow.
and before that, I was like, I ate like blueberries and raspberries and that sort of stuff, because goes into my smoothies and
together with the banana pancakes and bacon.
yeah, also but that's my normal stuff. You know, a lot of bacon.
Bacon
but
is good for me.
But because of that feeling of that apple they gave me at that time, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck that. And I still have that feeling now a little bit. Before and I didn't, so I changed that. I tried to remember that. Oh, that was nice, right? Yeah. All right, take another one.
That's cool.
Yeah, but so you see that sometimes we need to break something. For me, it was like the carnivore diet that broke it this time, right? Because I didn't eat anything sweet because it's all salty, meat, right? So that broke my sweet attitude, and it got better because I didn't want it anymore. But you have to break it. So if you give yourself a little bit every day, you can, if you can stick to a little bit. And it's hard to say, all right, I'm just gonna take this little bit and that's enough. It's just super hard. It's and even that, is it rewarding then?
Yeah, that's a good question. What I know is that if you feel physically and mentally strong and you're okay, you're not too stressed, you're not too like your anxiety level's not too high, you're okay. It is easier to resist in a way shitloads of sugar and chocolate and whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're in this anxiety and stressed situation, then it's your body, but also your brain, like really asking for sugar. Like your body, because you're in a stress response, you're pumping cortisol through your body, and that needs sugar because you're like you need to like run or like fight or like in whatever state you are, you need that sugar. But also on the brain level, the neurotransmitters like dopamine and oxytocin, and they all get like fired up from sugar. But it's like a vicious circle, right? It's depleting on one side and therefore asking for sugar, and then you add sugar and then you feel happy. Which is like the happy hormones.
It's so short,
Yeah, but it's super short, and it's the reward hormone. Like I don't know if it's dopamine or oxytocin. Like there are probably people more into this than I am, but it works. So you give yourself this treat, a sugary treat. Therefore, you feel happy.
Yeah.
But also a little bit of shame, maybe. And then because you feel that way, you down talk yourself, and in order to feel better, you give yourself this sugary treat, and then etc. etc.
Yeah. Then that's one of the things I never like about what we're doing. What a lot of people are doing, and especially in these times where we're sitting a lot at home, where we're not feeling good, we're rewarding ourselves for feeling bad.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's actually what we're doing.
That's the thing that you said with the kid, right? You fall down, you hurt your knee. Oh, here's a candy.
Yeah.
Now you feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you replace. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay to feel bad from time to time, but you cannot replace it with a sugary treat.
No.
Right.
It's not like
that's what we do.
This is happiness, because that's what you're actually saying.
Yeah.
This is happiness.
This is
Once you eat this,
chewable,
you are happy.
Sugary happiness.
No, you won't always smile afterwards. Well, actually, a lot of the times you probably feel sucky afterwards. So stop rewarding yourself for feeling bad. Eat good stuff when you are feeling bad, and you're probably going to feel a little bit better for yourself. And once you're feeling good, maybe then reward yourself for doing a lot of good stuff. because
Exactly.
once you have done a workout and you're going to then eat a little bit of chocolate,
Oh.
it's just going to get in there and
Yeah.
it's probably going to disappear almost right away
Yeah.
because those sugars are getting back to your
It's
system.
getting used.
It's
Yeah.
getting
For
used.
good purpose.
So then you're not harming yourself. You're treating yourself after doing something good.
Yep.
So that makes a little bit, you're creating a good Pavlov reactie. Like,
Yeah.
oh, workout, I already feel good, but now I feel even better. I rewarded myself. Oh my God, I'm super awesome.
Yep. Yeah.
So instead of rewarding the bad, start trying to reward the good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like you can never eat something that's not good for you. But once we do it too much or we're getting too dependent on it, and
Good intentions.
yeah, once we start seeing a cycle, a lot of people have is when we feel bad, taking something in.
Yeah.
And in winter time, most of us are feeling a little bit more
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
In now times that we cannot go outside, we are feeling a little bit more down.
Right. And how can we break this this cycle? How can we break this habit?
The easy first we have to recognize.
Yeah.
That's
Right,
the first part.
step number one.
Step number one.
Recognize your own habits.
Yeah. So if you have like this or something else, could be anything,
Mhm.
right? For me, it's also when I'm tired.
Yeah.
When I'm tired
Oh,
and,
okay.
you know, it's
Yeah.
easier to click on thuisbezorgd.
Yeah.
It's
That's super easy.
it's
Yeah.
easier to, you don't want to step in that kitchen, like, oh my
No.
God, it's going to take
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, pizza.
Really? All right. Let me first eat a cookie or something, you know, just
Yeah.
because I'm so flow. You know, you get what I mean.
It's so flow.
You know what I mean, you know. So you get into and once you recognize it and
Yeah.
just, I'm always about saying stuff out loud.
Yeah.
And it sucks at the start, but when you notice something, so when you notice you're doing something,
Yep.
say no out loud. No.
Nope. Yep.
It's like a slap on the hand on yourself. Like, no.
Don't do it.
Just no.
Yeah.
Just say it hard, say it out loud,
Yeah.
and then think, all right, what do I need to do? That's better for me.
Yeah.
Because, again, it's not about making the choice 100 times. No, it's about making the choice 99% of the time. Because you can slip up once in a while. That's
course,
that's
yeah.
for everyone.
Yeah, but not every day, 3 times a day.
No. Because we're going to be tired for lots of days.
Yeah.
5 days in a week, you're probably working or having... Well, your children probably have 7, but let's say working maybe with children, or your life happens. So
Yeah.
you're going to get tired probably more than once a week. Probably
true.
5 times a week at least.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're going to make that decision every time,
Every time you're tired, take a cookie.
yeah. Yeah, or,
Getting
you know,
fat
I need
fast.
something before I'm going to start dinner because I don't
Yeah.
feel that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or,
No.
no. Yeah, just don't. Fucking hell. Just no.
Yep.
What do I need to do now? What's going to make me feel better afterwards? All right, I'm going to cook this dinner that I already knew I prepared, right?
Yep.
Because we wanted to get into better habits, so we're going to make dinner not only for today, but maybe even also for tomorrow's lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So we're making those habits real.
Yep.
And that's breaking cycles, not
I
keeping
remember.
cycles.
I remember a couple weeks back. I was doing a sportvasten.
Yeah.
Like I have no it's a fasting period of 10 days.
Yeah.
In combination with doing like cardio workouts. And the reason I wanted to do it was to sort of break or acknowledge my relationship with food.
Yeah.
Right? Just to see, right, where are my cravings? Do I actually need all this food? Like whatever shit I'm stuffing in my face. Like, do I actually need it? And is it a well-educated choice that I make, or is it something that just automatically happens? That you know those times that you find yourself in the closet with your hand in a bag of chips,
Yeah.
like accidentally,
Yeah.
it's there. Like
I open my I have like the drawer of
Yeah.
shitty things.
Yeah.
I open that drawer every day, 2 times a day or 3 times a day.
Yeah, and then you
Without
find yourself,
thinking.
yeah, exactly. What the fuck?
fuck?
As if you're sleepwalking,
Yeah.
but now you're like food walking.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, it's weird, and it happens.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to have those insights and the knowledge of like why am I making those choices.
Yeah.
So the first 3 days you're like downgrading your food. Like you start with eating just normal salads, and then the third day all you have is juice, and then
Yeah.
not like a big glass of juice, like 100 milliliters. That is one sip and it's gone. Right? It's
One sip of taste.
one sip of taste and it's gone. And then maybe if you're lucky, you can have a handful of pistachios,
Yeah.
right? And that is salty. That's a real treat, especially if you're not eating. It's a real
Yeah.
treat. And then for 3 or 4 days straight, you're not eating. You're not chewing on anything, right?
Yeah.
Nothing. There's only juice, and then you had juice, and then if you're lucky, you have another glass of juice, and that's it. Right?
Glass.
No, like a sip of juice. Like, oh my goodness, like 100 milliliters of apple juice. It tastes like apple juice, but I found a trick because that's what's going.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. I
Making
found a
it
trick.
better.
I'm upgrading my apple juice. If you're putting apple juice in the microwave or just heat it anyway, mix it with cinnamon and a little bit of water.
Yeah.
It's first of all, it's warm, so it's more satisfying. It's more in volume because you added water, so again, it's more satisfying. And with the cinnamon, it does something with the taste and everything, so it's like liquid apple pie. My goodness, that was heaven. In that time, it was heaven. If I do it now, I think, what the fuck am I doing?
Warm apple juice. Get the fuck away.
My goodness, give me an apple pie then.
Yeah.
So 3 days straight. But that was all right. So that was interesting to see what happened there.
Yeah.
And then the first day of just juice was sort of okay, I thought. The second day was already a little bit harder for me, but it was like super hard for my surroundings. So actually my family fled the house. They ran off because I was apparently going to eat them.
Yeah.
Or so they thought. Yeah, I was chewing on everything. But like verbally as well. And I had no idea.
Yeah.
I felt okay-ish.
Yeah,
but
it's different.
like on a very short like views or whatever, kortbandje. So that was very interesting. But something else happened is that all of a sudden you find a lot of time to scroll through Facebook. And do you know that? Yeah, exactly. Do you know? Yeah, because you don't need to like prepare or eat whatever.
No.
You have so much spare time. Do you know that if you're on Facebook and you click on one video, that there pops up more videos below it, and then all of a sudden you're in this like rabbit hole of videos that for some reason, if you're not eating, always goes about food. My goodness, I came to like Gordon Ramsay, whatever, like Jamie Oliver, to binge eating contests, like and then but I was watching it like it was satisfying in a way. It was so weird. But then I started craving meat, like juicy burgers, like actual meat, and then not like fries or anything. No. I just wanted a big chunk of beef. Like that was, and then that was my craving. Yeah. All I wanted to do was eat meat. That was my craving. I had no like
no
sugary,
desire for
no desire for candy, not like fake food. There was like nothing in me said I need that.
It's a big change.
It's a big change.
Yeah. But that's what it just needs a shift somewhere, right? You need to shift somewhere. It doesn't for everyone has to be a fasting time. Yeah. It can be just changing and thinking about what you're eating, thinking about what you're throwing into your body.
Yeah. Mindful eating.
Yeah, that's why we're doing with the Break the Habits. You're just looking at stuff if it's processed or not, right? If it's processed, there's probably already shit in there like sugar most of the time, right? But just looking at it, knowing what you're taking in already changes a lot. So it doesn't have to be about switching at all. It's just about you and how you feel towards food. What is your feeling towards food? And if you crave it, why do you crave it? If you ask yourself those questions, So if you crave meat, it's probably because you want fat and proteins in your body.
Your body. If you listen to your body is asking for what it needs, right?
Yeah.
That's what I meant with the relationship with food. Like it's not, I don't have a relationship with sugar in that way that I crave sugar anymore. Like sometimes. This morning I said like, all of a sudden I've like this taste for a McDonald's breakfast. I never have that. Like I wanted for like whatever reason I felt like getting a McDonald's breakfast. Like who the hell gets a McDonald's breakfast? Like no one. And that's the funny thing with McDonald's. Someone told me once, going to McDonald's, either you do it or you don't. Yeah. You feel sorry. Like either you do it or you don't. It doesn't really matter. You feel sorry anyway. That was all right. That's a good point.
True.
Yeah. If you don't do it, you don't get that satisfaction. And if you do, you get that like disgusting satisfaction. You feel like you take one bite and you think, oh, this is good, and then you chew another one and you think, all right,
No,
this
you
wasn't
know,
worth it.
I think McDonald's were made for one thing, that's hangovers. That's the only thing I'm.
That's absolutely true.
So if that's, I think, the only thing that's good
That's
for.
absolutely true.
The rest, I don't try to touch it. But when you do have that, then that's
A couple
it.
years ago, I was hangover from tequila. Those are the worst.
It's the best hangover.
And then exactly.
Number one.
I was in a coma from like until 5 in the evening, and then went straight to McDonald's, and I felt fine.
Yeah.
Afterwards. So that's the only
That's
reason
only
why I go to
only reason you go to
McDonald's.
McDonald's. Yeah, but the only thing I want people to take away from this is just be mindful about your food.
Yeah.
And that's also when you eat it, but let's target now the in front.
Yeah.
When you want something, do you want something or do you need something? It's a big change. It's a big thing in your body, because I want cookies all the time. If I would be healthy from cookies, I would eat them. I would not eat anything else.
No. You don't need it.
But I don't need it.
No.
So I don't eat it as much.
No.
I still do it sometimes, of course, right?
You don't need it. Don't eat it.
That's nice.
That's a good
Slogan.
Slogan. You don't need it. Don't eat it.
But for a lot of the times, I eat healthy,
Yeah.
right? I try to eat healthy for most periods of my life. And I indulge sometimes because I can eat a lot, and I try to then sometimes just eat a lot.
Yeah.
But it's sometimes, and it's just to make an evening with, like I say, with probably maybe my girlfriend or something like that. We make an evening out of it, just eating different stuff, and it can be healthy, can be non-healthy. Then it's just for, just like you would at a restaurant. You just eat because stuff you like, and that's a combination. But I take my time for it, so I'm still sort of mindful about what I eat. Just take our time, talk, enjoy the food in company, right? So, but that's different than when I say I'm gonna eat it every day or every week or every day I need a dessert.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you actually need it?
I don't need it, right? That's
That's also something that you hear a lot, or at least I've used to hear a lot, is people saying they don't want to eat healthy all week because they need like a way to like not punish themselves. Like that's as if you're punishing yourself by eating.
It's the other way
healthy.
around.
Yeah,
you're punishing yourself, your body,
Yeah.
if you eat bad things the entire week, right?
Yeah.
You're only gonna get worse from it.
Yeah, and then I need, like, the reason is that I need to enjoy life.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I need something to enjoy. Like,
Yeah.
why can you not enjoy healthy food then? Why can you
And
not
it's-
enjoy?
That's just a big switch, and I think I hope for a lot of people they get that switch. But we talked about it in the previous mindset one. When I ate shitty, I felt shitty.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, of course I got my moments when I ate shitty food. I felt good.
Yeah.
Moments.
A moment. Yeah.
But the most of the time I felt
Yeah.
shitty about
Yeah.
me, about my body,
Yeah.
about the stuff I ate, because I knew it wasn't healthy, but that's the case, that's what you still do.
Yep.
But you like it, so you do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when I started eating healthy, I felt better most of the time,
Yep.
right? And it got better and better. So once I shifted that life, it got less shitty.
Yep.
And improving myself. So it's the shift. So people say they're probably eating more most of the time unhealthy. You're thinking, yeah, but I like it so much. Yeah, of course you do, because you're making yourself. People who like cocaine keep on doing cocaine.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, but I want to.
Cocaine is healthy.
I want to enjoy my life. Yeah, of course you want to enjoy life, but you also can do it without the cocaine.
Yeah.
Cocaine and sugar are one. People, it's the same thing right
it's
now.
The same. It's all white. It's all sugary.
All right, it's a little less bad. You can use it, but all right, just a big over.
Cocaine, you mean, right? What?
Eat it, recipes. No, but So it's. I know it's an exaggeration, but when you exaggerate stuff, sometimes it's clearer, right?
Yeah.
So you don't need it. You don't need it in the order that we do eat it, and that's also for other bad things. And we all know what's healthy for us.
Yeah.
We all do.
Yeah.
Right? I know that if I ever let people look at a banana and a bag of chips and I say which one is healthier than the other, I think 99 out of 100 people will say the right thing. The other one is just cross-eyed, so he doesn't see the right one or something.
Blind. Yeah.
So that's I think the biggest. So if we all know it, it's just being conscious of it and thinking about what we're doing.
Yeah.
So take one step back before you eat your cookie or your chocolate, if you are planning to eat it all, or if you're planning to eat one because you know you probably want another one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
True. Yeah.
So be conscious, be mindful of what you're doing. I think that's the most important.
Yeah. Some like maybe fast tricks, if it's like tricks is the right word for this. If you find yourself in a moment, like what I do and what I did during those 10 days as well, if I find myself in a position that I think, oh my goodness, like I have this empty stomach, I feel like as if I need to eat, and then especially eat a lot because that is satisfying. What I often do is that I just get a glass of water or drink something, like, and then water is like plain water. You don't need to have like apple juice or whatever. Just that's also sugary, but like fill your stomach with water, and you still have that satisfaction. If you still feel empty, then you know that you need to eat. But oftentimes it just
take a glass of water, wait a minute,
and then you're done, and you can take it up for another hour or so. And then like something else that I do is that, I don't know, you don't need to call it mindful cooking or like having all this like blend of yoga stuff over it, but like instead of like watching TV and popping your food in the microwave, you can actually like look and like do the stuff in the kitchen, like with the food that you need to do in order to process it. And then like your digesting starts there.
Yeah.
Right? Talking about food, like as we are now, I feel this this saliva in my mouth, like as if I'm ready to eat, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about it. It is, you call it already, like Pavlov effect.
Yeah.
Talking about food gives those signals to your body to start digesting.
Yeah.
Digesting starts by seeing and looking at it and or like feeling it and doing all the stuff like in order to cook it, right? And then like something else, are you sitting on your couch watching TV while eating, or are you sitting on your table watching your food? Like, again,
big
mindful.
Difference.
Yeah, it's a big difference. And of course, I'm sometimes sitting on the couch watching TV while I stuff my face with food.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I click, oh, my plate is
It's
empty.
gone.
It's gone. Like,
didn't even enjoy it.
Like, what did I eat? I didn't taste it.
No.
Like,
didn't think about it.
I didn't think about it. I didn't enjoy it.
No.
But it was a good meal, but I didn't taste it. I had no idea.
No.
And then the worst thing is I go for another plate because I'm not satisfied.
Yeah.
I'm not full.
No.
Right? If I'm sitting on my table and having a romantic dinner with you, Nick,
of course,
candles and everything, I'm looking at my food, I'm looking at my plate, I see that every like chew that I like, everything that I chew, like I see my plate is getting emptier and emptier and emptier.
And you're probably not going to eat as fast because you're talking and that sort of
exactly.
stuff.
Yeah.
Big
Instead
difference.
Of you're just shoving it in
Shoving
there.
it in there. You can might as well just do it in a smoothie and drink it all.
Yeah, like a seagull.
Yeah.
Gone. Those are the worst.
So I think we already gave some good tips.
Yeah, I think so too.
We're pretty much are going to wrap this up.
Yep.
If you think, all right, I still need something, think about once you feel like you're craving something, think about something that you want to eat that you like, that's also healthy, and try to keep that somewhere in your house, right? Just as a snack.
Yep.
Can be lots of things, and try to enjoy that more. So take your time to eat that, even if it's a snack. Just to make sure,
stash of apples.
just to make sure you're not grabbing the bad things, right? Grab a healthy thing, grab something easy in between that you know that is better for you, right? So try to fix the problems that you have now. So if you recognize your problem, try to change it. If you need changing with anything, you can contact one of us and let's see if we can break that habit and change it into something better.
Yep.
All right.
I think we're good.
See you next time. Awesome,
right,
peeps.
Let's get cookies and McDonald's.
Yeah, let's get it.
Bye. We're done. 29 minutes and